You know, we started out, we didn't know if we could trust her. We thought she was a member of the Rising Tide. And at the end of the day, she wound up being the youngest, newest agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. at a time when S.H.I.E.L.D. fell apart. Chloe Bennett is Sky. She doesn't talk a lot. In the Bay. You know, we got a reputation somewhere along the line that we were the show that people started to say, I didn't see that coming. I watched every single episode, I didn't see that coming. I think that's a testament to our incredible writing staff and the direction that Jed and Jeff and Bo took the show in. Sorry, Marissa. But I don't think anyone in this room could have been more surprised than when our good friend, Agent Grant Ward, plays that role. So amazing is we've got the best villains in the world, but you got to balance that with the world's greatest heroes. We like to do, I'm going to talk to the gang a little bit, and then you guys are going to get a chance to talk to them. And there may be a few more surprises we have along the way. I'd like to start with, because I just love putting him on the spot. That's Ian. We know, because you've said it everywhere you could, about your love for Red Doll. But we all know, sorry, spoiler alert for those of you that have not been watching the show, you had kind of an untimely or dangerous, we actually don't even know what's happened to you yet. You're here, that makes us feel good. Can I ask you, how do you feel about Agent Grant Ward now?
Safe to say that I was completely off about the subject. But it's almost like a very emotional subject for me, so I'd rather not speak about it here.
But there is somebody that actually did get a chance to, so to speak, on your behalf. Ming. You had kind of a, shall we say, an intimate relationship with Mr. Ward.
One way of putting it.
your role changed since you've become Agent Simmons?
I feel like I've got more intelligent. I nearly said cleverer, but that would have... I mean, my life has become more full. I've got a whole new family and you guys. And it's great to be back for the second year, and we know what to expect, kind of, and we're also excited, and we just want to come and say thank you to you guys because we've got a season 2, and so we get to do this.
Chloe, you came to the gang and you were an outsider, and now you're more than that. What's
Well, yeah, Jeff, I was an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. for like 1 day, and then it all went to that was
like it was planned that way.
What?
It was almost like it was planned that way.
Yeah, it's so weird, guy.
It's so weird when you got your
Who did that?
Yeah. Weird you got your match then.
Did you?
And so next season, are we gonna get to see you be more involved with the folks at S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I don't know, Jeff. So tell me. Yeah, I believe so. I think there's going to be some changes. She's been through a lot. She was betrayed by somebody. It's fine. I still ship Skyward, but it's going to take a while. So until then, I'm really okay with skipping.
We'll get to you. Brad, as the old expression goes, you got some explaining to do.
That's some bad things.
What was that day like when your executive producers came to you and told you that there was going to be a left turn that was pretty surprising?
Well, Jeff, funny you should ask. Bit of an emotional roller coaster that day. Friday night, Ming and I were doing a fight, and I was winning that one. This was earlier on.
So delusional.
No, but it's a Friday night, and it's a fight, and there's a lot of EPs there, and suddenly they say, "We need to see you afterward." And I took as long as I possibly could to go into that office. I felt like I was
You took a
talking
really
very
long
loud.
shower. I remember that. You took
Oh,
a very
yeah,
long
yeah.
shower.
Any excuse. Like, I need to drink a bottle of water before I go. Anything. And then I went there, and my expression for the next 15 minutes was something like... and I went from finally being, oh, so I'm not being fired. But now I'm a bad guy? So I'm not part of the team? What exactly is happening here? But I got to work with Bill Paxton. Quite a turn, and I have embraced it wholeheartedly. So thank you. I hope there's some Team Hydra out there as well.
Say, he did embrace it pretty quickly. I mean, in that room, you know, we told him, we said, you know, this thing's gonna happen, and you're Hydra. And he went, okay. And we you get what we just said, right? It's sinking in, but very quickly he was on board and understood how cool it would be, and had some ideas of his own.
Right.
And I think once he became a villain, he kind of turned the sexy up a few notches. It worked out.
We keep asking the question, what is it with girls and those bad boys? I don't know what it is.
Yeah, the other thing that happened was his razor stopped working.
Agent Coulson, I'm sorry, director. Any question I can possibly ask you, because I know what a fanboy you are. When Nick Fury turned to you at the end of the season and said, fix this, and you're now the director, what was that like for you, both as a character and then also as Clark Gregg, the man that we know still has his comic book collection?
Agent Coulson, then Director Coulson, and Clark have been merging over time. And in that moment, both of us said very loudly inside my head, "Squeak!"
Jeff, we're gonna peel back the onion a little bit on what's happening in season 2. Why are you doing that? Yes, you're gonna have to say something. We're bringing some new folks on board that will be joining along with this gang. And I think this is an opportunity for us to make some announcements that you have not heard yet. You know what I'm going to make these is I'll start with Marissa because I think she remembers who she's supposed to tell us about.
I actually don't.
Tell them about me, sweetie. Tell them about me.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about Lucy.
Well, I guess we're confirming that Lucy Lawless will be on the show. A long-time S.H.I.E.L.D. veteran. She's tough. She may have a knife that's always by her side, so that's kind of fun. Her name is Isabel Hartley, and you'll be seeing her pretty soon.
Jeff, those are the folks that are out there that are big fans of Marvel Comics and who know S.H.I.E.L.D's history and know a little bit about a British intelligence division known as S.H.I.E.L.D. There's a character there by the name of Lance Hunter, and Lance is going to be joining our show. Can you tell us a little bit about that character?
We have a young English actor named Nick Blood who will be joining us. And you don't know him now.
I'll be applauding later.
But
His name is Nick Blood. We didn't make
reacted
that.
last year with these people. We believe you'll be reacting next year with Mr. Blood. And as far as we know, that is his real name, which is so much cooler than Lance Hunter. And he's not a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. He is a mercenary. We are in tatters. Everything is falling apart. We are being hunted. The government does not recognize us. And Coulson is reaching out everywhere he can. And frequently that is under rocks and in dark corners. And he finds this young man who comes in and helps with the team.
That's another first that you're hearing here, but the other thing that we wanted to tell folks about is that, you know, again, this team kicks ass, but they're being chased around the globe, and dealing with this group. And knowing that, we probably need somebody that we're going to be having as our big bad, as we like to say. Want to tell us a little bit about that, Mr. Whedon?
Well, you might recognize his name from Secret Warriors. We have our good friend Reed Diamond is coming in, who you love to play the role of Daniel Whitehall, who will be one of our Hydra baddies early on. It's so great to be able to say the word Hydra finally. After a year last year where we couldn't say it ever, and it's just Hydra. It flows so well.
Hydra.
The other problem is they've got really good logos.
I know.
You don't even have to be evil, but you go, that's cool, I want to wear that, and then next thing you know, you're evil. Right, Jeff?
Yes. Clark, you got these lanyards. Did everybody get a lanyard? Did everybody get a lanyard? Director Coulson, can you explain to us what we get with the lanyard?
Oh, I got a lanyard too. Excuse me 1 second.
Some things are even above Director Coulson.
He had the Hydra t-shirt. I just got to check some things out. Right? So, at Marvel, blended shield. They're kind of indistinguishable. In both, if you tell secrets, suddenly you're dead. You don't get anything that doesn't have a secret purpose. Your lanyard, yes, yours, has a secret purpose. I don't know why I deserve that, but I'll go with it. Okay. Secret purpose. Your cheap dates. Your secret purpose. Last year we endured a lot, as many of you know. We got off to a start, but then we were riddled with Hydra traitors, and you stuck with us. Yes. Just shortening your lifespan with everything you do, my man. Okay. So, you may think that you've seen all of the missions of last season. You wink. Special purpose. This lanyard entitles you right now to the unseen missions of Season 1.
It's actually going to be on the DVD and Blu-ray, which is coming out on September 9th, I believe, and you'll be able to see the entire season and enjoy the heck out of it. And while we're standing around here, why don't we have some folks ask some questions to this incredibly talented group of folks? So if you got a question?
Yeah, there he is.
All right.
That was a big weapon.
Question for Agent Grant Ward.
Answer carefully.
Favorite color is blue. Thanks. Thanks very much. Thanks very much.
How dare you?
Dude, he's got one-liners for days.
Kid Coulson, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Thank you. Hey.
I'm cool.
Hi, I'm Allison. I'm here from Oakland today, and I have
Hi, Allison from Oakland.
hi. I have a question for the entire cast. If the possibility of a redemption curve for Ward comes up in this next,
Yes.
how would the rest of the team react?
What?
How would the rest of the team react to a possible redemption curve?
Let's go down. Let's start with Elizabeth. How do you feel about Ward being redeemed?
Terrible.